We are now hiking down the Trinity Heights connector, which is a short little 0.2 mile spur path, or link path of the Appalachian Trail. You can tell because of the white blazes. That'll take us to the Gulfside Trail, which will take us to the start of the Jewel Trail. And since it's here, and I didn't do it last time I did this loop, I'm gonna bag Mount Clay. Why? Because I can. It's a junction with the Gulfside Trail, which goes around the summit of Mount Washington to the Crawford Path. Trinity Heights connector goes that way. And now we're gonna chug along on the Gulfside Trail. Next stop, there's the next main stop, that is Mount Clay Loop, so you can bag that. Awesome. Reach the junction with the Great Gulf Trail. Go 7.5 miles to Route 16, although I wouldn't recommend going down this portion of the trail in particular. I'm at Washington. That is our next destination, hopefully. Anyway, down we go. Even this trail's like a stream. Unless you all have to run off from the summit. And still, look at this view of the northern Prezies and the Great Gulf. Incredible. Anyway, onward to the Mount Clay Loop we go. At the junction with the West Side Trail, which goes over to the Crawford Path and Lace in the Clouds hut where we just were. But we ain't going that way. Going to Mount Clay and the Jewel Trail. And I'll meet you once you get over to the Mount Clay Loop. Reach the junction with the Mount Clay Loop. Over to Summit. Jewel Trail is 1.3 miles that way, but I think we're going to go up and over the Summit of Clay. Redline this Mount Clay Loop. Then we'll head over to the Jewel Trail from the other side. Gonna be a lot of fun. Plus I heard there are pretty good views of into the bowl of the Great Gulf from the Summit of Clay. We'll just have to wait and see. Making our way up Mount Clay on the Mount Clay Loop. This mountain only has like 100 feet of gap. It has too little prominence to be considered a 4,000 footer. So shouldn't be that bad. And I post-holed and slipped like crazy, so on go the gators. Anyway, I'll meet you farther up this loop trail. We're on one of the little bumps along the Mount Clay Ridge. That far bump there. I believe it's a true summit. Awesome view out to where we were, Washington. Out toward the southern Prezies and Brenton Woods. Mount Dartmouth area. Northern Prezies and I said that already. And the Great Gulf. Awesome. Anyway, I'll meet you over toward the true summit. This is why I love New Hampshire and the White Mountains. Just incredible hiking. So close to home. And you don't get this in many parts of New England or the Northeast. That's why I love it. Alright, I gotta make this quick since I'm running out of storage space. We gotta go up there to get to Clay. And once you get to the top of Clay, I'll catch you there. Welcome to the summit of 5,533 foot Mount Clay in the northern presidential range of New Hampshire's White Mountains. Now, even though it's well over 4,000 feet, it's not a 4K per the AMC rules because it doesn't have enough prominence. But that's partly what makes it such a hidden gem. I mean, the views. They're not too shabby actually. Washington over there, down the MacLeod Ridge. Carter Range, Northern Prezzies, basically what you've been seeing all along. I gotta keep this quick. I gotta leave enough video for the trip down the Jewel Trail and the closing clip at the trailhead. Anyway, so far, awesome. Gonna take a breather here, then I'll meet you at the Gulfside Trail or close to it. We've reached the northern junction of the MacLeod Loop. This goes all the way up there, and apparently the sign for the Gulfside Trail is missing, but I know that I gotta go this way. So anyway, if something interesting happens, I'll point it out to you, but otherwise I'll meet you at the start of the Jewel Trail. Yep, we're going up. Up, up, up. But it's all good. Once you get to the start of the Jewel Trail, it's all downhill from there. 3.7 miles. Alright, we've reached the home stretch. Jewel Trail, 3.7 miles to the base station road. Let's do it. Let's finish this thing off. Alright, we're at about 4,800 feet. So, got about 2,300 feet of loss back to the Ammo Ravine Jewel Trail parking lot, the summer lot. These rocks, man, they're slowing me the heck down and they're killing my feet. They are gonna hurt in the morning, but I don't have work, school, or anything tomorrow, so not that big of a deal. Back into the snow. And unlike Ammo, right now it's a pretty well-established monorail. Whereas at the Ammo is just spotty in spots. Okay, anyway, down we go. Looks like a bootleg campsite over there. Don't remember this. The last time I was here, then again it was 4 years ago, at the beginning of my hiking career, so to speak. So it's a little fuzzy in my head. And post-holing. Still, snowshoes would be overkill. Anyway, down we go. Alright, the monorail is going away ever so slowly. Might even be able to take my spikes off fairly soon. Anyway, we are at 4,200 feet. Nice. Anyway, I'll meet you farther down this trail. Alright, the monorail and snow are pretty much gone. So, should be a lot more smooth sailing back to the summer lot for the Ammo Ravine and Jewel Trails. Anyway, I'm gonna keep quiet for now. If I see something interesting, I'll show it to you. Oh yeah, here's that bridge I remember. Right here. I believe this is the Ammonoosuc River. Anyway, running ever so low on time, so if I see something interesting, I'll point it out to you. Otherwise, I'm going down. Alright, we've reached the junction with the Jewel Spur and the Cog Railway. Normal parking is down here. This wasn't without a short prolonged section of reverse game. Oh well, whatever. Anyway, we're on the home stretch, and to the car we go. And the lower part of the Jewel Trail, past the Jewel Spur, looks like it hasn't been walked on in ages. There's a fair amount of debris, and it's cobweb hell. Even though the section of Jewel Trail before that had none. So yeah, I think this hasn't been traveled in a while. Most people must be going up the Jewel Spur or a different way, even though I heard it was closed. and whatever. So bad I had to get a random stick just so I can pour around the cobwebs. Anyway, up we go, or down we go rather. One quick thing, we reached a junction with the boundary line trail. Goes 0.7 miles that way to Jefferson Notch Road. And we only have 3/10 of a mile left until we hit the base station road where the parking area is. Fantastic. And assuming nothing interesting happens, I'll meet you over there. Alright, now this is a bridge. Wondering why it's missing one handrail, but whatever. Anyway, I know the base station road is coming up next, so I'll meet you over there. We're back at the trailhead parking lot off the base station road. Washington is done again. Third successful time I've hiked it. Up and down. But it was quite a hike to get up there. And down. The Ammo Ravine Trail is fairly difficult because of the steepness and the wetness and leftover snow. Above tree line is actually the least of my worries. At least going to Mount Washington. Mount Clay was a little difficult because there's still some leftover deep pockets of snow. And the reverse gain going over to the start of the Jewel Trail is kind of a pain in the neck. But I'm here. I don't know what the round trip distance is. I'll list it in the video via subtitle. But I think that elevation gains around 4,000 feet, give or take. So, from the Ammonoosuc Ravine Trailhead and Mount Washington, see you on my next adventure.